There is something that I really need to mention, and I have to laugh, you know what I mean? Because I literally started this vlog and I was like, yeah, I want to make sure that I have a good week. I want to focus on being positive and optimistic, and like no matter what small things may occur throughout the week or like the different obstacles or roadblocks, like I'm going to be okay. I don't want to stress too much, and my camera turns off without warning. It just turns off, and obviously it didn't save what I was filming, so it's just like, it's funny. Like I've gotten to a point where the technical difficulties like
lipstick and my Valentino white.
I cannot make this up. Like, why does this keep happening? I just don't understand.
They ask you how you are.
But anyways, hi. Let's try this one more time. Hello, my friends. Welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new here, welcome to your new favorite place on the internet. My name is Bella, and I really just, okay, you know what I mean? Like, I just want to have a good week. I said it before and I'll say it again. I want to have a good week. I don't want to get too stressed. I don't want to get too overwhelmed. You know, like I just want to focus on being optimistic and trying my best to stay positive no matter the roadblocks that I may face as the week progresses. And I feel like vlogging about my week is a good way to manifest that week being good. You know what I mean? Because if I'm like constantly, you know, just trying to focus on the small things and trying to see what different things I can show you guys throughout my vlog, it kind of like helps me appreciate my life, and it just gets me excited to like actually talk to you guys about it. So that's my wish for this week. I just want to be happy and not stress. I just want to have great emotional stability, which I haven't had in a couple of months. So that'd be great. Like this is gonna be a little challenge, a little personal challenge, just try to have the best week that I can. And I thought that to start off this vlog, I could talk to you guys about what I am currently reading. And honestly, I do have to admit, I'm not reading as much as I'm used to. Compared to 2024 or even 2023, by this point in the year, I had already read a good amount of books, and so far I think I've only read like 15 or 16 books. That's still really good. Like, that's still really, really good. That's not to say that if you've only read 5 books this year, you're doing horrible. Like, that's not what I want to say at all. It's just more so that I'm used to reading more books. And I guess I'm now just trying to get used to the fact that I am taking longer to read books just because life is getting busier than I was expecting it to. And that's okay, because as long as I'm reading good books, I'm okay with reading just a small quantity of them. I've always said this, and I will keep saying this. For me, it's always quality over quantity. So I think it's just like seeing such a small number is kind of like, I don't know, it's just a little bit confusing to my brain, but like, it's not a bad thing. It's just different, you know? I don't know, like, I prefer to take my sweet time with it instead of speed running it, because obviously, like, there's no reason to read fast. Like, it's literally not a competition. And if anything, you're just competing with yourself to read better books, to read more interesting books, to find your new favorite book. It's not necessarily, oh, I want to read 500 books in a year. The book that I'm currently reading and that I have been reading for, I think, maybe 9 days now. I think I started it like halfway through February. So it is this one. It's The Well of Loneliness by Radcliffe Hall. And I'm currently, I don't think I'm even halfway through, which is kind of sad, but it's okay. I made it to page 150, which is chapter 22. Can you see that? Yeah, I left it here. And my plan for this week is to hopefully finish The Well of Loneliness. And then the other book that I also want to finish this week, because I literally have to, is my February buddy read, which is The Spear Cuts Through Water. So this one, I say that I have to finish it this week because I need to film a reading vlog for it. And if I don't finish it this week, then I'm going to have to, you know, like, I'm just not gonna have enough time to work on the reading vlog. So I really want to prioritize The Spear Cuts Through Water. But then if I have some downtime, or if I'm just not feeling fantasy that specific day, I am going to be making some progress with The Well of Loneliness. So the thing is, like, what I've said of this book so far is that it's really sad and it's not a happy book whatsoever, because we're basically following Stephen or Stefan. She lives in a society where the role of women and men are very well defined, and if you do anything or presume or act or look anything outside of those limitations, then you're seen as an outsider, you're seen as a weirdo, you're seen as someone that nobody should connect with or like have any relations with, because you don't want to be connected to that person, which is really sad, because Stefan is the type of person that loves riding horses, she loves fencing, she loves, I don't know, like wearing pants, she loves pockets, she loves spending time with her dad, she doesn't like men, and she's in love with a woman. So it's a very tumultuous era for her to live in, considering, you know, her likes and dislikes and her attraction to women. So we're basically following Stephen or Stefan as she comes to terms with the fact that she will always feel like an outsider, and there's not really a place for her in society as of yet. And because of that, she has to live through a lot of experiences that are not nice and that are not happy and that evoke a lot of sadness and pity. Like, honestly, I feel so much pity for this girl, and I wish that I could just like bring her into the present so that she could truly thrive. Like, maybe the more that we read, the better her life will go. But so far, she's like in love with this woman, and this woman is using her because she's not really into girls. She is literally married, but she's bored and she's lonely. So when Stephen comes and Stephen is like, oh, you're the apple of my eye, I love you, you're the love of my life, I would do anything for you, this woman is just like, I mean, why not? It could be fun. But like, she's literally just using Stephen or Stefan for her own amusement, and Stephen doesn't even realize it, and it's just so depressing and sad and devastating. And the relationship that Stephen has with her mom is basically non-existent. Like, they've never had one genuine conversation between themselves or between each other. And it's just so sad to see Stephen or Stefan so isolated and lonely and afraid and sad. I'm just really hoping for some good news in these following chapters. And if we don't get any good news, I might have to start another book, because like, I need a little bit of happiness in my life. Like, I can't I can't do this, okay? So if you guys have any recommendations for happy contemporary books, I would love that as well. Now I'm going to be so for real with you guys. I'm going to take a nap because work this morning, it was really tough. Work was really tough this morning, and I feel like I just need to take a nap so that this incoming headache just kind of like fades away and I don't have to take any pills for it. So I'm going to take a quick nap, just like a 45 to an hour nap, give or take. And then I'm gonna see if I read more of The Spear Cuts Through Water. So welcome to this brand new weekly vlog. I hope you enjoy. I hope you're having a fantastic day whenever you're watching this. And if not, hopefully this vlog will bring a little smile to your face. It'll make you forget just a tiny bit of the issues that we've got going on outside. Sit back, enjoy the vlog, and we'll talk soon.
A few moments later.
I'm not even gonna lie, it's been like 5 minutes since I last filmed the last clip. But there is something that I forgot to tell you guys, which is very ironic, but it's like stressing me out, but I know that it shouldn't stress me out. So I'm just like, girl, why are you stressing? Hello? Okay. The thing that I forgot to tell you guys, which is stressing me out, but I wish that it wasn't, okay, it's my shirt apparently. I even feel silly just like stressing over it. It's the fact that I have to take the TOEFL. And if you've never heard of the TOEFL before, it's basically this English proficiency exam that international students have to take if they want to study abroad, or if they want to, for example, in my case, send in their application for a master's program that is in English. They won't take my word for it. Like, they won't just accept that I can speak English. Even if I pinky promise, even if I swear an oath to God and my family, even if I swear on anything, they just won't believe it. So I have to take a test, which basically is going to test my English skills in reading, listening, writing, and another one. Reading, listening, writing, and speaking, obviously, duh. So yeah, we have those 4 categories, and I have to take a test, the TOEFL. If you've never heard of it, there we go. I'm just like stressing over it because it's like, on one hand, how do I study for a language that I've been speaking forever? But on the other hand, how do I not study for an exam that's going to, tell me what my English level is? Like, I know I have a good English level, but I've never put it to the test before. So like, it's been so long since I last took an exam, especially one that is this expensive, and also one that could make or break my application for a master's program that I am genuinely really excited about. I think that because I want it so much, it's scaring me a lot, and I'm trying to see that, anxiety and that fear as something positive, because again, it's been so long since the last time that I've wanted something this bad. That also means that I haven't had to feel this anxiety of, am I going to get in or not, in a very long time, which means that I don't know how to handle it. So like, I'm just like this ball of anxiety and I can't do anything about it. It's just so many what ifs and whatnots that are driving me insane, and I'm really trying my best to not focus on them. So yeah. Yeah, it's just me like trying to take it day by day, step by step, not overthink literally anything, and just trust the process. I feel like that's the main takeaway that I have to ingrain into my brain, maybe even tattoo into my eyelids so that I can see it every single time that I blink. It's just trust the process. There's nothing else I can do. I can't control things, even though I really, really want to. I just can't control them. There are so many little things that I have no control over. And I think that the sooner that I accept that, the easier it'll be for my own mental health and my own emotional stability. So yeah, like steady content coming soon, absolutely. This is like a tiny step, but I'm walking towards a really big change in my life. So obviously I really wanted to share it with you guys. By the time that this vlog comes out, I still won't have taken the test. So if you wish me luck in the comments below, I will definitely receive it before my test, which is exactly what I need. Like, I need all the luck that I can get. That's really all that I wanted to share right now. I am going to take my nap now because I just need it. That's definitely it for now. It's nap time. think we have to be done. I'm tired. I'm so tired, babe. I really like reading first thing in the morning. I feel like it's a great way to like wake my brain up. And also, I just really want to try my best to find more time to read because I've found that in the afternoon, I don't really have the mindset to sit down with a book and read for hours. But I feel like if I wake up early enough, I can spend at least an hour and a half reading. Okay. So like, I'm reading The Well of Loneliness. I don't even know if you can see this, by Radcliffe Hall. And it's so funny how it's taken me this long to realize. Like, you know how I keep saying that, oh my god, I'm so sad reading this book. I feel so much pity for Stephen or Stefan. It's so depressing, it's devastating, like she's going through so much and she's so lonely. And I don't know why it took me so long to be like, well, the literal title of the book is The Well of Loneliness. I don't think that's a title that a happy book would have. So I feel like it's just funny to me how it took me so long to be like, oh, no wonder this book is so sad. It's literally called The Well of Loneliness. I'm currently on page 212, which is, what is this? This is chapter 30. And I'm definitely over halfway through. I think the halfway point was page 199. So I'm not even that much over the halfway point, but I'm still proud of myself. It's taken me a while, but I have definitely made some progress. I know I have to get out of bed, but I really don't want to. As I was saying, I do not want to get out of bed, but I know that I have to. But I just really don't want to. Let's fix my bed. I don't want to fix my bed, but let's do it. Make sure you guys stay hydrated. It's important to drink water. That is disgusting. Yeah. Goodbye. got some great news to share with you today, and I'm very excited about them because they're reading updates and they're just, you know, reading updates. And I really want to share them with you. So I just came back from work. I had lunch. I'm currently watching episode 7 of Severance season 1. If you guys have been watching season 2, let me know what you think, because this is the type of show that I tried to watch when it first came out and I didn't really vibe with it, so I just gave up on it. But ever since seeing everybody freaking out over season 2, I'm like I don't want to, I feel left out, you know what I mean? So I gave season 1 another chance. And I literally watched the first 4 episodes last night, and now I'm in episode 7. So yeah, suffice it to say, I'm enjoying it a lot more the second time around, and it's just so eerie, and like you never really know what's happening. You don't really understand what's going on, like what the deal is with this company and what are they hiding, and like why is this Severance so... You know what I mean? Like it's a lot, but it's really fun. So that's currently what I've been watching, apart from obviously Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. And oh yeah, reading updates. Sorry, not me forgetting what I initially started this clip for. Anyways, I am currently in the middle of 2 books. We have The Well of Loneliness by Radcliffe Hall and The Master and Margarita, written by Mikhail Bulgakov. Maybe? I do not know how to pronounce that name. It could be Mikhail or Mikhail? Michael. It's Michael. Anyways, I'm excited for both of these. This one I've been reading for it feels like a very long time, but I started it like February 10th. I mean, it's been a while, but I'm already over the halfway point. And this has a total of 399 pages, and I'm currently at 231. I'm not even gonna try and do the math, but like this is how many pages I'm missing, and I really want to see if I can finish this book before the week ends. That would be my weekly goal for sure, because February ends on Friday the 28th, and I really don't want to like bring this book into March. It's just how my brain works. I can't explain it. I just really don't want this book in my March wrap up, even though I don't really do wrap ups anymore. The point is, I really just want to sit down and spend time with this book, and the only reason I haven't really been able to finish it as quickly as I wanted to is because there are times where I just have to put this book down because it's just so sad, my dude. It's so, especially for our main character, Stefan. She is one of the loneliest people or main characters that I have ever read from. She is so devastatingly isolated and alone, and she lives in a time where, because of who she likes and because of what she's like, she's very lonely. She's alone in everything because nobody talks about this. So she doesn't even know that there are other people like her. And there's this really, really devastating part. I'm just a poor, heartbroken freak of a creature who loves you and needs you much more than its life, because life's worse than death, 10 times worse without you. I'm some awful mistake, God's mistake. I don't know if there are any more like me. I pray not for their sakes, because it's pure hell. Like, how can you, like, you know, like, it's just, it's a very hard read at times. It's just very overwhelming. There's a lot of negative emotions. There's a lot of, there's just a lot of sadness. There's a lot of depression going on when you pick up this book. So at times it can get a little bit too much, and like I do have to put it down and pick up something a bit lighter. But I really want to finish this because I really am enjoying it. It's hard at times to make my way through it. Anyways, this is how it's looking. I do have a couple of tabs here and there, so you can definitely see that I've been enjoying my time with The Well of Loneliness. And then the other book that I am reading, I actually just recently started it, so I don't have that many thoughts on it, but it is The Master and Margarita. I'm currently on page 38, so literally only 2 chapters in. This is chapter 3. And so far, I don't know if it's because of the translation itself or because it was written this way, but I feel like it has very accessible vocabulary and just very accessible and easy writing, which I really appreciate, because for some reason I thought that this was going to have like really complicated, very complex writing, but it's not. So far, I'm just enjoying this. It's very, like, chapter 1 especially was just kind of funny to me, because maybe because I read the introduction, or like I skimmed through the introduction, because obviously I didn't want to be spoiled for the entirety of the story, but I did kind of want to have like an idea of what I was about to read. So I did know a little bit more than maybe I was supposed to when I read chapter 1, but I feel like that knowledge of who that stranger was, who that mystery character was, knowing that he in fact is the devil, made it that much more entertaining to read about. And I'm just really excited to see where the rest of the story is going to go. I definitely want to see if I can get to the halfway point before the week ends. So maybe like this. So like 200 pages in, maybe. These two are my goals for the week. I don't know if it's going to be possible. I'm also not trying to like push myself or force myself to read if I don't want to, but like it would just be nice if I reached those two goals. So these are the two books that I'm going to be focusing on this week. I'm scared to finish this one because I just don't, like, I don't see a happy ending for this one, and that makes me really, really sad, because after everything that Stefan has gone through, you would think that the least the author could give them is a happy ending, but I just don't see it happening, and it scares me so much. And then with The Master and Margarita, obviously it's a buddy read with Mairead, so I know that we're going to have a fun time. So that's it for me right now. I'm gonna go back to watching Severance, and I will definitely be keeping you guys posted, so enjoy the rest of the vlog. wanted to talk to the camera, but I'm too tall for you. I could crouch, but that would just be... I'm literally doing the splits right now. I can do the splits for a couple of minutes. Anyways, I just wanted to tell you guys about the fact that I finished The Well of Loneliness by Radcliffe Hall. This is definitely one of the most depressing books that I will probably ever read in my life. This is probably also the book that has the least amount of happiness, if I have to put it that way. I was going to give this book 3.5 stars, but then I was like, I can't do that, because the way that this book made me feel, the amount of emotions and the roller coaster that this book put me through, it's not worthy of a 3.5. Like, it deserves to be a 4-star. So I'm going to be giving this book 4 out of 5 stars. Even though I was depressed the whole way. Like, literally after a certain point, it was just sadness and depression and devastation and one thing on top of the other. And there was this one moment where I was like, oh my god, this feels like we could have a happy ending. But obviously I was very naive. I was very naive to think that this could ever have a happy ending. I'd rather die than keep reading. And also, top 5 most devastating lines of the book. Don't do this to me, I just can't take it anymore. You were made for a martyr, and I just put literally, because literally, I have never met a main character who has had to suffer and who has had to sacrifice as much as Stefan has. Stefan. It was just too much. It was just too much for my poor old soul. And I suffered a lot. I suffered a lot reading The Well of Loneliness, but I don't regret it. I don't regret it because I felt so connected to the characters. Their pain was my pain, obviously, and I was just going through a lot. I really was. I'm so sorry to say that. It was just an incredible reading journey, really distressing and painful and stressful and depressing, but nevertheless beautiful. No, I wouldn't say beautiful because it is still very devastating and there's no happy ending, so I wouldn't call it beautiful, but I would say it is a very important book for the time that it was written and what it speaks about, and the fact that 4 months after its publication, it was, what's that word when you ban it? Yeah, it was banned because of what it talked about, which is basically love between women. Also, if you hear something in the background, I'm currently boiling eggs because I want to have breakfast before I leave for my work, because I don't just normally dress like this to be in my house. I am currently trying to leave for work. Before I left, I just really wanted to talk about The Well of Loneliness because I finished it last night and it's literally all I've been able to think about ever since then. Like, while I was dressing, while I was doing everything to get ready, I was just still thinking about The Well of Loneliness. So of course I had to talk to you guys about it because it's just, why is life like this? You know what I mean? Like, why is life so painful? And why is life, even through all of its pain and, okay, it's definitely boiling now. Okay, yeah, BRB. Oh, wait, you can come with me. We need 2 eggs. You know, trying to be healthy and stuff, I guess. And then this is very scary to me. What if I die? Okay. I just really wanted to talk about The Well of Loneliness. This is the final product. This is how it looks, the amount of annotations. It's just really sad. I don't know if I'm making a good enough job at describing just how sad this book is, but there's just so much pain and heartbreak, and we have very few moments of happiness and very few moments where our main character, Stefan, feels like she could have a good life. And when she ultimately comes to the realization that because of who she is, because of who she likes, because of who she loves, she's going to have to live like this, it's just a very depressing realization. I hate saying that word, realization. I hated it. I hated it. God, we believe. We have told you we believe. We have not denied you. Then rise up and defend us. Acknowledge us, O God, before the whole world. Give us also the right to our existence. como que es demasiado. Este libro es demasiado, literal, o sea, no puedo. Este libro es demasiado. And mucho con demasiado. Honestly, it makes sense that it took me this long to finish it because if I wouldn't have taken those breaks in between whenever I needed to, I would be a depressing mess right now. So I definitely needed to create like that distance between the characters and I because sometimes it was just too real. What Radcliffe Hall was talking about, it was too real. And obviously it's too real because she knows what she's talking about. Pero como que no, loco, como que no. O sea, wow. O sea, wow. This was literally me throughout the entirety of the book. And yeah, so this is how it's looking. I mean, this is how it's going to look because I finished it. And now I'm just gonna go have breakfast and try and not cry about Stephen or Stefan. Like, it's just, okay, it was like a lot. But like, I loved reading this book, but like, it took a lot out of me, emotionally speaking. And if you do read this book, do just beware of the trigger warnings, which are extreme homophobia and I guess emotional manipulation as well. And just really want to make sure that you guys know the homophobia is real in this one. But yeah, I love y'all very much. I'm gonna try and update the vlog when I come back from work. And yeah.
Later.
We're going to work. Oh my god, work is so amazing. I'm so happy that I can do this. I should probably. Oh my god. You beat me to it though. Like I was about to say I should stop filming. Okay, so the noise is probably awful, just like the noises of being in a car, but I can't stop. I am currently in like the worst traffic known to man. I'm definitely going to be late to work, but it's okay. Like, I've accepted it. I've moved on from it. I cannot stop thinking about the Well of Loneliness, and it's just that I don't have anything specific to say. It's just that I can't stop thinking about it. And one of the things that I said in the first vlog coming back was that I kind of want to go back to how I used to do YouTube videos, and I don't know if anyone's been here that long, but I used to do videos like here in my car when I would get to uni, and I obviously got there like maybe 30 or 45 minutes earlier than I had to, so I would just sit in my car because I was an antisocial butterfly and I was scared of people. So I would just sit in my car making time or like doing time, or like, you know, waiting for my class to start. There's so many people surrounding me right now, I'm so sorry. So yeah, I would just sit in my car before class would start and I would just talk about the books that I'm currently reading. So I don't know if anyone's, you know, been here that long to remember when I used to vlog in the car, but hey, I'm bringing it back. Maybe for only this vlog, but still. I just can't stop thinking about The Well of Loneliness by Radcliffe Hall. I feel like it's one of those books that are going to stay with me for a very long time, even when I don't want it to. Like, I don't know if I described entirely just how emotionally heavy this book is. Like, it's really going to take a toll on you, but I feel like if you're ready for it, it's such a worthy read. Like, it's so worth your time. I feel like you're just really going to be in a lot of pain, but you're going to be happy about it because it's just so good. It's just that good. That's all I wanted to say. Like, I can't stop thinking about The Well of Loneliness because I went through so much with these characters. They feel so much more than simply literary characters, you know what I mean? And I feel like that bond is gonna take a while for me to let go of, or maybe I don't even have to let go of these characters. Like, maybe these characters are just going to always live inside me, and maybe that's what I love about reading and literature. It's just that, you know, you become different people, or like you become so much bigger than yourself because of the books that you're reading, and because you kind of like add to your own personality, or you add to your own soul and your own heart the lives of the characters that you're reading about. So I don't know, I loved The Well of Loneliness. There are so many motocicletas ahora mismo. I don't understand what's going on. Period. So I'm gonna go now and listen for the 100th time to Epic the Musical, which is my other obsession. And yeah, I hope y'all have a lovely day. Read The Well of Loneliness if you can, and pray that I won't be too late to work. But yeah, there's a fat chance of me not being late to work. So yeah, see you later. I've come back from work, I've had lunch. I am currently resting because I have a very bad headache that I'm trying to like get rid of because I do have Pilates later on today. But I think that now would be the perfect time to wrap up this vlog. I have had a pretty interesting week in the sense that I haven't really had bad days, but I have been struggling a lot with random headaches and just like a lot of pressure buildup for some reason. So I don't know if that's just because I'm like stressed, you know, from having to prepare for the TOEFL and all the other things that this master's program is asking of me. Like maybe that stress, I don't actively feel it, but subconsciously I am going through it. So even though I have had like a normal stress-free type of week, I'm still kind of, you know, feeling that stress subconsciously. Maybe, I don't even know. I just feel really good emotionally, I mean, because I finished a book that I've been wanting to finish for a pretty long time, for I think like 2 weeks by now. And I've made progress on another book that I said that I was gonna read. And I think that before I continue the Master Margarita, I actually wanna read this one. Sorry, I need to read the title because I don't know it. The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity. So I have really been craving just spending some time with a cute shoujo manga, and I feel like that's what I want to do right now before my Pilates class, and obviously like while I'm de-stressing and trying to get rid of this headache. I'm not going to be reading it like right now this moment, but it is something that I'm looking forward to, so I thought that I would mention it because I want to. Like I have to keep reminding myself that I don't necessarily need like a concrete reason to share something with you guys. If I want to share it with you, that's reason enough, but I have to like keep reminding myself of it until it becomes a habit and I don't have to question myself, or I don't have to question if it's interesting enough, because it is interesting enough. And oh my goodness, that I just remembered. Thank you so much for reminding me. There is something that I really need to mention, and what I really wanted to talk to you guys about before I wrapped up this vlog is the fact that I spent about 2 to 3 days reading and replying to every single comment that you guys left on my previous video. I don't think that I will ever truly be able to explain or describe just how much those comments meant to me and how happy they made me and how they were literally exactly what I had to hear or read in this case. Not the mosquito trying to make. Did I hit it? Oh my god, I hit it! Sorry. Sucks to suck. Anyways, yeah, those comments just, honestly, they were just perfect. Like, I don't know how you guys do it, but you literally said exactly what I needed to hear. The way that some of you were even sharing your own struggles and how you also understand what I'm going through, like, it hurts to know that other people have felt the same way that I have. But in a sense, it's also comforting to know that I'm not alone in this feeling. It's a very bittersweet emotion because obviously you don't want anyone else to go through this, but it feels nice to know that you're not the only one that has to experience this, and that there are others out there that have gone through this and that they've made it to the other side. You know what I mean? I just wanted to take a second to thank every single one of you that took their time to leave a comment on last week's video. Again, you will never know just how much your comment meant to me and how much good it did to my heart and my soul and my mind. Like, it made me feel so much more comfortable. It made me feel even like 10 times more excited than I already was to keep creating, because you guys just reminded me of how lucky and how wonderful this community is. Like, I don't understand what I did to deserve such a stunning and spectacular community, but I want to do everything in my power to nurture this community and to take care of it. So thank you for reminding me just how beautiful you guys are. And if you are also struggling, I am so sorry to hear that, but just know that you are not alone. You will never be alone. As long as I exist, you will never be alone. So thank you so much. Those 2 words, or like those 4 words, feel like so little compared to everything that I feel for you guys. Until the English language creates a better term for what I'm feeling for you, I guess I'll just have to repeat myself endlessly. Thank you so much for being here, for your love, for your support, for caring for me, for being so beautiful and fantastic and funny and what's that word? Considerate, caring, like everything that is good in this world. I feel like we have it in this community, and that is just honestly a dream come true. Like, not even a dream come true, because I never even thought that this could be possible. Like, I never even dared to dream of having such a perfect community, but yet here we are. So just wanted to take a quick second to thank you guys for, oh my god, like the overwhelming amount of love and support that I received last week and that I still receive to this day. Like, it truly means more than I can put into words. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed, and if you want to see more content from me, I do have a Patreon where I post exclusive content. I host readathons, reading sprints, and a monthly book club. Oh my god, it feels so weird to be saying this again. Like, it's been so long since I last said this. But anyways, I would love to have you join my community of premium simpers. We have so much fun there together. And on March, we're going to be reading Blood Over Bright Haven by Emma Wang. And I already feel like it's going to be a new favorite, so I'm really excited to read it. Thank you so much for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed. And just remember, you are never alone as long as I exist. So I'll see you guys next week. Bye!
Hey Jimmy, you nice, keep going.